Hey everybody, welcome to our video today. We are going to be talking about the quantum breakthrough sessions that we are now offering. So I am Archeia Passion, I'm joined by the gorgeous Archeia Rose,
Oh,
and we have been working for quite a few moments now on our own unique gifts and embodying our sort of like soul mission, our soul work, our divine mission, whatever you want to call it. And we have come together 18 months ago now, and something like that. And we brought something very unique to the table to each other. And it was so incredible for us. It had fueled our own ascension journeys, turbo boosted them times 15, 20. It really, I kept saying to Archeia Rose, without her oracle insights, her downloads, her knowledge on stuff that I didn't have a clue about, my journey would have been very mediocre.
so we're going to do this in another segment. We're just going to talk about, should we start again? I only
Ah,
want to hear about breakthroughs.
cool. Right.
We're going to do it. Well, I will do we'll do a tiny little video afterwards where we talk about my sessions. But now I want you just to focus on what the breakthrough is, how it works, the ones that you've already done, like what you've seen. Like, don't worry about, we'll do me afterwards. All right. Let's
No,
do
I was
you.
just mentioning though, because it does talk about,
Oh,
it's so
no,
good
I've got to
about
cut out the video.
how, no, it's cool. I think we just go with it because our own ascension journeys had these two elements to them, both of ours. You brought yours to me, I brought mine to you, and this is what's made us now go and take them to the world, really, which is a short answer.
Okay.
So basically what I do is in short, I call it quantum healing because it is mind, body, spirit healing. It is healing the emotional vessel, which then has an effect on the physical vessel. Now, I'm not saying like at this stage where if you were born without the use of legs or arms or a birth in a condition you've had since birth. I'm not saying that this will fix that, but what I'm not saying is it can't either. Like I am 100% open and can see that if you have, it's just that it requires a level of belief because everything is basically about your belief systems. Your belief systems are seen, reflected in your emotional and physical health, basically. Now, if you're one of these insanely powerful, clever people who were born, let's say, without the use of their legs, who found this work and said, I'm going to now be able to heal my legs and I will be able to get them to work, I 1,000,000% believe that is possible. I have not done that with somebody yet. So that's why I'm not going to claim, that's right, that we can achieve those results, but I 100% believe it is possible. Go
Absolutely.
for it.
So we don't know shit. And we are just sharing what has changed our lives. These are things that have really changed our way. And I feel that a lot of this is just changing your perspective on the situation. That is all it is. It is just looking at it from a different point of view. So we're not doctors. We're not claiming to, change anything, but the work that Archeia Passion has done with myself and many other people has really, really, really helped me a lot, you know? Go on.
So I am a certified neurolinguistic master practitioner. But in terms of, am I a doctor? Have I got a PhD? No. That said, I have coached psychotherapists before, which is quite funny. So basically, what this quantum healing session is, we have developed a 4-part process by basically streamlining tools from NLP, spiritual tools, and common sense, and the way the physical body works in conjunction with the mind and the spirit element, which is the energy inside you. Okay. And we hang all this on the framework of what I call the meaning of life. So it's really interesting as well. This session is all about you and your life, and it is taking what you imagine, you had this gorgeous picture, but it was scrumpled up into a blanket and it was thrown on the floor and it had been walked on. What we effectively do with your life is we pick this tapestry up off the floor, we pin it up onto a frame, it's all stretched out, you can see the glory of this situation, the beauty of the picture, and you can see how every single piece of it, and I mean every single piece of it, it was never an accident, it was never a mistake, it was never a disaster, it was meant to be exactly as it was for that, and that is what you discover on your quantum breakthrough session. Now, once you have done this once, you can apply this to every other situation in your life you're not happy about. If you're like, well, I'm actually really happy, but I do have to do public speaking for work and I do really get anxious with that. Great, you can use it for that. Let's say, you go, well, everything in my life's great, but my relationship with my dad could be a bit better. Great, you can use it for that. Let's say you can say everything in my life's going amazing, but I'm not accelerating my career as much as I would like to. Great, we can use it for that. Let's say you have had the most amount of trauma and ill health than anyone you've ever known. We can use it on every single element of that. Now, my website is 5DJourney.org. All the tools are on the website, and I will still be adding to it and updating it and refining it and all the rest of it. However, and here's how I like to say it. If you have a problem and you find you have a 5 out of 10 pain to do with the problem or higher, book a session, because you are literally just kind of torturing yourself by carrying on without help, right? This is for people who have been, and the problem could be a new problem. It could have been around you since you first have memories. It could be something that you've had for decades, doesn't matter. And in this session, what I endeavor to do is show you how to use this 4-step process for yourself. We are not here to go, keep, coming back to us forever. This is not what we're about. We're about sharing these incredible tools that have absolutely quantum leaped our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual development. And we want to get out to as many people as possible. Okay. So we're doing these sessions now. The initial session is about an hour to an hour and a half. Sometimes it can be even more than that. And thereafter, you will only really need maybe a top-up session. If you need that, you can go back to the website and the tools and the help, and you can see our YouTube. You can see our Telegram channels that we're posting support. And this session literally will change your life. You will be able to, it's almost like you saying, I need to navigate from Cornwall to Scotland. I need to do it in the quickest amount of time possible, and I've never been there before. I don't know what to expect, what it looks like. And I'll say, great, I'm going to give you a car, I'm going to give you these things called roads, I'm going to give you a map, and I'm going to give you a sat nav system, and I'm going to input the final destination into the sat nav for you, and off you go. That is effectively what it can do for you in your life. So that's it.
So important to understand that these sessions aren't like deep trauma work, even though me and Archeia Passion have realized recently that a lot of our healing happens when we're heard. So it is about you really explaining the situation, because as soon as we start, we transform when we speak. If we don't talk about it, we just keep it in our bodies. But when we speak it into existence, we begin transforming it. When we're heard, it really helps. And these sessions are not about, going to the depths for, you may cry, I often do a lot, but it's like everyone wants to book a spiritual session, right? Everyone wants to get a tarot reading. Everyone wants to find out what galactic starseed they were. This is as cool as that, because the gift, the joy, the love that comes from yourself for you, when you realize the divinity of your experience, no matter how hard your experience is incredibly healing. It is understanding the power that your experiences from a different perspective, from the right perspective, from a love perspective, understanding why things have happened for you, not to you, will change your life. Like I'm not one for like making the big, I don't like saying, because we're making assumptions that things will happen, but I do feel that these sessions, the healing that comes for the self-love that you can feel for understanding why you went through something and that you weren't broken or you weren't wrong, or that everything was meant to be that way. And yeah, the gift you will receive from understanding and from connecting, you know, from just connecting and just saying, I want to know why this happened. I want to know why these things happen. You'll walk away and, you know, it's like a weight lifted from your shoulders. It's like freedom, it's release, and it's a lot of density being cleared from the vessel as well.
It's also a manual in how to operate you and operate you in the world with others. So it doesn't matter, like I said, where any issues lay. They could lay in the past, the present, the future. They could lay with you, with somebody else, with your work, your relationship, your anything. The fact is that you are central to your life. And when you know how to operate you, you're a slick machine and you just keep on going. There is no obstacles, or at least you tackle them. And I really stand by what I say with this. This will have an effect on you as quickly as you can understand a few basic spiritual concepts. Now, I don't mean that they might not make your brain chew a little bit, you know. Things like, if I was to say to you, there is no right and wrong in the world, you'd be like, what do you mean? Da, da, da. And I'll just say a few more things after that, and you're like, oh, I get it. That's how quick these things can happen. So let's say we have a road, we have some obstacles into it. As quickly as we can literally pick up that obstacle and put it to the side of the road, and the next one and the next one, all of a sudden you're flying through. That is what makes the transformation. You understanding a concept. That's it. It's not like you have to it's quicker than building a house. It's so much quicker than building a house. So the concepts, you could read all of these concepts in, let's say, an hour. If I was to put them in one long, you know, page for you to read, you'd read them in an hour. That's it. But then it's just learning how to use them and apply them to your life. Some people get it really quickly, and that's it. They might even get it just from reading our website. And you're off. That's it. Some people might really need help applying it because your idea is so fixed or so deep rooted in it being a certain way or seeming a certain way. We need to shake that root up a little bit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And so let's say you can get your first breakthrough in about 40 minutes. I do a bit of talking, you do a bit of talking, we share some concepts, and boom, you've got a breakthrough in 40 minutes. The second time, it might take 4 minutes because you don't need all the background knowledge anymore. You have the ideas, you know where this is going, you've been there before. Yeah. And for us to do it again, it could be as quick as 4 minutes. After that, when you are down with this system, when you're down with this process, I'm not joking, 40 seconds and you can be through a trigger, because I do it.
And to that, you don't like Archeia Passion just said, you don't need to book a session. You can read or follow our channels, you can listen to our videos, the codes are in our words, you can read the website. But if you are really, really struggling, if you're really, really going through it, this could absolutely change your reality in one day, and you could have that turnaround that you need. And so I feel, just to wrap this up, it would be really good to give people an example of a breakthrough. So for example, my biggest issue was my physical health. I have had ME for most of my adult life, and you know, that how do you find a divinity in an illness which has kind of stripped you of everything? Archeia Passion can. How do you find divinity in something that would just like to pull your life to shreds? This woman, she'll find a gift in it. Yeah, absolutely. An
annoying gift I have, is an annoying ability I have. So what we do, we simply put, we take 3-dimensional strategies, which are basically unbalanced, unhealthy perspectives that you didn't even realize you had. They were subconscious perspectives you had. And we elevate them to a 5th dimensional or a 5D frequency strategy, which basically means taking a new perspective that will work all the time. And it's a simple rule, and it might be something like, if I'm feeling anxious about anything in the future, rather than just go ahead and say, okay, I'll do it because I want to be nice, I want to get on, I want to be part of the team, or I don't want to seem awkward, whatever it is, I'm just going to check in with myself and trust myself that if this doesn't feel right, I'm not going to go ahead and do it. Or I'll say to people, I need to come back to you on it. Or you can say to people, I'm going to say no for now, but maybe in the future or in a couple of weeks, months, years, it might be a different story. I'm going to leave the door open. It might be as simple as that. And you kind of think, is that all? Yeah. But we will uncover things that you never even knew were at work, because what we say is the presenting problem is never the real problem. And
you're not seeing it from your heart base, you're seeing it from you're seeing it from an ego program mind. Am I allowed to say that? But you're not,
basically, yeah.
You're not seeing it from a situation where this is going to help you. You're seeing, we're programmed to think that everything is like, against us. Whereas if we can flip it and understand that it is all coming in to help us, we've just been trained to think a different way, and you can make life whatever you want it. And that's what me and Nick Nick can help you with, is the understanding, seeing this from a perspective which will change your life, not break your life.
Absolutely. So yeah. So if you feel this resonates with you and you would like to book a session, go to 5DJourney.org, go to the services pages, and you will see Quantum Breakthrough.
All links are below. Yeah. And if you're really struggling, I feel we can offer equal energy exchange. And I feel you were tapping into this, Nick. You were saying that if somebody is,
yeah, so basically the fifth dimension operates on an equal energy exchange. At the end of the day, you, with whatever situation you're going through, you are going to be expending energy on this somehow. Either you're going to do it through pain and suffering, you're going to do it through trying to research your way out of it and find remedies on the internet and everything else. And God help that you will find those remedies. And let's say that's the medium speed, route. And the pain and suffering is the longer, more unpleasant sort of route. And then you can have a breakthrough session, which is the fastest, streamlined, quickest way to happiness route. And this is why I say to you, because we're so good at fixing up things, like, let's say something goes wrong with our car or our phone, things that we rely on. But when things get broken with ourselves, it's the last thing we tend to look at fixing up, when in fact it's the first thing you should look at. So
it's a quantum leap, isn't it? When we, like you said, with these sessions, if you've been going through it for months, this could be something that shifts you in a day. And I do feel, if you are having a very, very difficult time and you are really struggling for money, please we don't want anybody to feel that they cannot approach us because they have no funds. But we cannot work for free, and we cannot offer this work for free, but we cannot not offer this work to humanity. Like, it's unbelievable how it's helped us and so many people. So we have to offer it in a balanced way, right?
So what we've done is we've set up a pay what value you received way. So we have kept these prices as low as possible to make them accessible for the most amount of people. And we can do, if you're abundant in finances, great, then you can pay what you feel you received, which will be way above what the price is. And you might be somebody who says, I just don't have that financial abundance, but I do have time and effort abundance. So I will give an honest testimonial or honest constructive feedback, as well as I might share it with some friends. I might post it on Facebook. I might, share the word and share the message of how great this is. So this is, like I said, you will pay for something one way or another. You either pay in time and effort and experience, or you can pay with financial abundance or any other offering. You might be a farmer and you might grow, vegetables, and you might say, I'll send you a couple of crates of vegetables.
Oh, we love that. Yes.
Let's get creative here. But generally, the common currency is money. The common energy is money. But please don't let that hold you back. And for people who do have abundance, if you can pay what you feel you received from this, knowing that you will be helping put this incredible resource, because we're all one, we might be in different vessels, but we're all connected with the same energy. You will be helping those to also access this resource, which what goes around comes around. You're just topping up your your positive karma account, as far as I can see. And
A lot
we
of the
will be able
money,
to
sorry.
support you just that little bit more.
And a lot of the money we will make, we'll be putting back into this anyway, so that we can grow, we can reach more people. It's, you know, that's the main thing.
We have some very special products that we are working on that we will be hoping to release fairly soon, and they, yeah, all of this stuff's incredible. So there you go.
I just want to say, from the angels and from the Galactics and from Mother of all Creation, they want to thank you, Archeia Passion, for bringing this tool, this beautiful freedom of healing to the people. They are so grateful for your service and for your love and your devotion to the cause. That is how good it is, people.
Thanks, guys. We hope to see you on a session or on the channels or through the videos. We love you lots. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.